Peace and blessings of God be on you. Question 21 is, how do we logically prove that paradise is forever while hell will come to an end eventually? Now, this is also an ongoing debate among religious people. They all have a concept of paradise, which is a place where we will go after death if we do the right things in this life. And there is a concept of hell where we will go after death if we do wrong things in this life. Now, while most religions agree that paradise is forever, there is a lot of disagreement about whether hell is forever or is it going to come to an end at some point. Once again, simple logic will provide us the answer. Now, if you do something wrong in this world, the logical principle of justice tells us that your punishment should not be greater than what your action warranties. Now, everyone has a finite amount of life. Therefore, a person is capable of doing only a finite number of wrong actions during his or her lifetime. And even if somebody does something so terrible that the consequences of their actions are present until the end of this world, still, since this world is going to come to an end eventually, and it's going to last only a finite amount of time, so even if the person is punished for all the legacy that he or she leaves behind, still the damage the person does can only be finite, and therefore it's logical that a just punisher will punish that person only for a finite amount of time. And since hell is a punishment for the wrong things that we do in this life, so hell for each person will only be for a finite amount of time. This duration can vary from person to person, but the common thing is finiteness. And therefore, we have proven logically that hell will come to an end eventually. Now, on the other hand, if we do something good, then an all-powerful and loving creator has the capability of rewarding us much more than what our actions warrant. This can be easily understood if we consider a very powerful king who has all the treasures of this world. Now, if a person does something wrong and the king is just, the king will never punish the person more than what the wrong actions warranty, and sometimes he may even forgive the person altogether without giving any punishment. But if a person does something which pleases the king, then the king will most likely reward the person much more than what their actions warranty. The only thing which may limit the king's reward is that the king's treasures are finite. Because even though they're all the treasures of the world, they're still finite. However, the treasures of God are infinite. And therefore, God is capable of rewarding any actions with not only more reward than the actions warranty, but actually an infinite reward. And an infinite reward makes sense, even though our actions are finite. Even our good actions can only be finite because of the limitedness of our life. But in this case, we didn't choose our life to come to an end. We were doing the good actions as we were getting the opportunity. And since the opportunity eventually ends because of no fault of ours, so therefore, it makes perfect sense that the afterlife that is to follow should have infinite reward for us. Because unless there is infinite reward, we can't have an everlasting happiness. And since we did our bit and we did our best in the life and the only opportunity we had, so we should be given maximum reward. And the maximum reward is infinite reward. Therefore, paradise is forever. Paradise is nothing but a reward for our good actions in this life. That ends the question. God bless you.